message.
This is the May Contain Action podcast
on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and more.
3, 2, 1, 0. All systems active.
Hello and welcome, everyone. We made it to episode 50 of the May Contain Action podcast, season 2. This show It's brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below the belt grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels. I am host numero uno, Paul. And my lovely co-host, my Vanna White, if you will, is host number 2, letter flipper extraordinaire. We're looking for an E. I am Trevor May. Trevor May, welcome.
You just said letter flipper. I was like, what? And then I realized that's what Vanna White did.
Looking for an E.
It's Thursday.
Hey.
We're here. We're back again. You have a different camera angle again. But I see the print loyal art behind you. Big pop.
That's right.
That's pretty dope.
That's sick. Look at that print oil.
I'm excited for today's episode.
I am also excited for today's episode. But before we get to that, we want to remind you guys that we have limited edition MCA Make It in Action Christmas tree ornaments only available through Christmas, and there were only 100 made. So get yours by clicking on the link in chat. Go ahead and put that in chat. By the way, we're live on Twitch right now. But if you're listening to this a week from now, we won't be. Actually, we will be with the next. Doesn't matter. Link in chat or in the description of this podcast. Check it out. Links there. But now today we're joined by someone very special, the 2K legend himself and possible mayoral candidate for South City. It's a 2K reference. iPodKingCarter is here, everybody!
Let's go.
What's good, fellas? What's good? Thank you for having me.
We got the 2 best beards on the internet on the pod at the same time.
I can't lie. You kind of went with the Keemstar look, though.
Okay, bro. Come on, my guy. Okay.
Keemstar beard.
You're going to absolutely roast me before we even start.
And it's so fresh, too. I ain't gonna lie. You hit it a little low right here. I cannot lie. You hit it a little low right here.
Brother.
He's got the
my goodness.
Beer face.
As soon as I get in the Discord, Carter flames me for being late, and then we go live, and he flames me for my beard, and he says, "No, it's fine," and then he flames me for how I cut it.
Oh god, damn! I'm gonna bring up the Keem thing constantly. Cannot wait.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that. That's great. I'm pretty sure I had it first. Doesn't matter. The point is, we got Carter on. He's okay, so this will be an okay episode. Welcome to the pod, man.
Thank you for having me again.
Of course.
I'm just telling my Discord to come through.
Telling your Discord to come through.
Yeah, let him know.
Oh, all right. Yeah, just let him know. Absolutely.
Remember, he's probably one of those guys with people who like in the Discord that are like there actually. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No,
not just a place that we go sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I go and hey guys, I'm live, and everyone's like, oh, whatever. All right. All right, dude. I'll tell Twitter then. Twitter likes me. Shit.
Whatever, dude. Take down the Phillies logo in your background.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's not a Phillies.
Carter, did you end up winning that mayoral race?
Actually, the I guess you could say campaign won't be over until the 21st.
Okay, that's time.
Yeah, we got a couple days to like get things together. I think we're probably gonna have maybe another debate until the actual voting goes through. But I'm feeling pretty strong about this, man. I'm feeling pretty strong. Yeah, man. So
you're going to be mayor of South City, which is, I feel like I would describe it as a faction almost within the game of 2K.
Yeah, it's more of a borough. So basically, the way 2K had it, if you remember back in 2K15 days, they had different affiliations. So they basically brung affiliations back, but we're now able to travel to certain parks all on the same plane. So, you know, you have the west side, the north side, the south side, and the east. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you're obviously of the south.
Yeah. I'm a Viper.
Ooh. So as mayor, what do you propose laws and govern the people? How do you what
It's
power do you get?
It's definitely one of those things where I've been watching the my predecessor, and basically everything that he's done, he's thrown community events, he's raided other cities and stuff like that, and told all of his crew to come and play over on other courts to battle it out. I'm cool about that. It's more so for me, I want to try to get as many possible people as we can to make good builds, come out and actually play during the event times, because there's another mayor that was announced in the first round. His name's Tassino, and he has one of the actual factions going crazy. They won the rival day. They run one rival week. He beat the 2v2 challenge, everything, and they have so many people from the player base just there. So I want to actually use my platform to bring people over to the south side and have more games going on like that. Plus, it'll actually open up the floor for me to play with better players, seeing as though that I play with a lot of the guys on the come up inside the city. So I don't get like the top red players and just beast on everybody that plays the game. I actually play with my friends, the sales squad, and I play with fans a lot as well.
Dang. This is interconnected. I haven't played a 2K game in a while, like a long time, but it sounds a lot like essentially like an MMO in a way. It has MMO vibes.
It's more so. There's two things that run the game. It's your rep level and your overall. So if you're a person that comes into the out of Rookieville, which is something that 2K has put in their game, where you have to beat a certain online portion to make it into the city alone. So you don't get your keys to the city until you get out of Rookieville. So there are still people that might be stuck there, not knowing how to get their rep up and didn't receive that boost, or may just be getting their consoles recently that still need to get out. So when they get out of Rookieville, I want them to come to the South City, seeing as though that 2K give you an affiliation, and it's kind of like not your choice at first, but you do get to choose to drop your rep level all the way back down and start fresh at a new city if you would like to. So I'm just trying to get more people to come over.
Yeah, this is interconnected.
That's a dope system they put in the game, though.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It gets you like constantly playing. Like it's incentive to, every game's competing for attention at this moment. But I haven't played a 2K game in a while either, dude. It makes me want to play it. Sounds fun.
like when you think about it, 2K is the only game. Well, they do have something with my team, but 2K is the only game where their most popular mode is not ran by a battle pass. So what they have to do is they put in this rep for everyone to grind for, to become the best within that 1 year. So if you do grind and you become a legend within that game year, you get a free copy of 2K22, which is the next one. You get your name engraved on a virtual wall for next year and everything like that. So without that battle pass type of vibe, they needed something to keep this game going for months on end. And that's
absolutely.
what it is.
Something you're going for, trying for. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very cool.
And they do. I know. I'm not exactly. I can't remember exactly the details, but I actually was fortunate to go hang out with the Timberwolves 2K pro team, and they were telling me how when I was in Minnesota last, and they actually won. I think it was in 19, so they actually won it that year, which was sick. Like a month later, but and they were just telling me how it was a whole system within the game, like kind of similar to what you're saying, obviously, but it's like on purpose, where the best players in the world were playing. You had to play so many games, and you had to keep your rating above a certain level, even to be able to be in the draft to then get a shot at playing in the pro league. But the whole pro league was chosen from inside of the game. It wasn't like going to LAN events, and it was all built in this huge laddered system that you had to work your way up and actually prove, because you're playing as one player too, and with four other people. And so sometimes those four other people aren't as good as you. So it took tons and tons of games, to prove that you were the best. And the MMR system got super you're going down a tiny bit, you're going up a tiny bit. So you had to play hundreds of games. But I was like, dude, that's a grind. But at the same point, like that is what you have to do to be a professional in a game. So I'm like, this is probably the best system there is in esports for choosing your pros, because a lot of guys are just picked because they know your name, right? So I'm like,
Right.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, take LaMelo Ball for instance, right?
Okay.
He didn't go to college route. He ended up going overseas. So when you think about it from that standpoint, what some of these gamers do is they build resumes over maybe a 3-year span of the game. So say for instance, somebody has been grinding since NBA 2K19 and they've been wanting to get into the NBA 2K League. What they'll do is they'll enter events, competitions, tournaments, and if they do win those tournaments with their pro-am teams, or even if they do it solo or whatever the case may be, they add that to their resume. And then when the grind does start, when you, like, say for instance, you do get that interview with the 2K League, you have a resume that's behind you, instead of, hey, I 150 pro-am games, I 150 part games, 150 rec games, and now I average 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. Instead of just having that, they also have the resume of, I won the 250K challenge. I entered into a pro-am league and made it to the finals. You know, they have all these things that stack on top. And actually, I think it was the number 3 pick from this year has been grinding to get in the league for like the last 3 to 4 years, and he finally got in at a high seed instead of being one of those players that get picked a couple rounds later and not making it at all. So it is a grind, and it's all about whatever story you bring to the table. You know what I mean? And there is some dope Cinderella stories.
That's super cool. That whole resume, like you said, it's like all in the, so you can verify it, right? Like it's like, oh yeah, you did, and like all this stuff was in the game, like in this ecosystem. So like we know what this stuff is, as opposed to like a lot of other games. It's like, I played in the online whatever tournament, and everyone, all the pro leagues, like, we don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I don't even know if that's a real thing, and there's no way to verify it. So
I
like, I don't know. That's kind of revolutionary in my mind. I don't know why.
That's a great idea.
I mean, think about it. We've been watching esports for going on a decade and a half now.
Yeah.
And you know, every year we've seen games come into the ecosystem, and 2K finally started doing that a few years ago with basketball. And I'm glad that it works, you know what I mean? Because at first I didn't know how it was going to work. How is everybody going to be online playing in a tournament, dealing with different servers, different types of lag, don't have the same monitors, don't have the same PCs and stuff like that, and consoles and stuff. So I'm glad that they got it to us where, it's like the real NBA. You draft a team, that team stays in the house, they play together, they practice together, and they go into those games together, and they play on LAN in the same building. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, so
that's freaking amazing.
Yeah, I think they told me they at that time they were just flying to New York every weekend.
Yep.
To play. Yeah, they're all playing in the same studio. I'm like, that sucks for everyone but the New York team. They're like, yeah, that part sucks, but you know, whatever. We're pros. We're not, we got to play this game professionally. I'm like, yeah, we'll give it 5 years, and then you'll be all like, okay, can we stay home, please? But it was really interesting. I was like, it's weird. It's a conversation happening in esports all the time. It's like, how do we find players in a sustainable way, and then how do we like run this league so it's fair? We actually have the best players in the world. Sounds like 2K is like, well, they got a pretty good system for it. It sounds like it's working pretty well. So
it sounds a lot like similar to how Fortnite did those cups, those like player cups that they had built into the game, rather than like, hey, I won Phil's auto body tournament at my local Walmart, and it's like, I don't know what that is or if that's good or not, but are you gonna be like, no, I actually won, the cup, like I won the, I don't know, whatever gold cup for week 52, if it's in the game, and they like, exactly. You did win that. That's fantastic. That's really smart. I think for a game like 2K, and from someone who played a lot of sports games early on, I mean, the most in-depth thing you could do at that time was like career mode or like coach mode, and you can like set the price of snacks at your stadium. And it was like cool. I mean, it was like it's a cool part of it, but that is a great way to keep people coming back to the game and firing it up every day. That is a really, I've been real close to buying 2K. I feel like every year I'm about to buy it, I'm like, yeah, but like next year's gonna be dope though. Right. So I'm like, maybe I should.
I think that mode died in 2015. And that's when NBA 2K16 came out. So Like you said, every year we got into the My Player and we were able to build up a player, but we also had other modes that were online that were very competitive. If you remember back in like 2K9 days, Play Now and Ranked was really, really big in the game. And it literally took 1 year for it to all fizzle out. We all started creating these My Players. We all started playing My Crew. And we started playing the Blacktop and stuff like that and playing more with our friends online. Then it eventually graduated into, okay, all My Career can give you is a storyline. You get a couple cutscenes, and it'll be great if you could retire your player at one day. But essentially, they just turned the mode into all right, this is how I get to 99 overall as fast as possible. I'll grind that mode for 3 days, get my player to 99. Then he's going online with everyone else at the park, at the rec. Now they got stuff called the garages. They got the Black Lives Matter court, the Kobe salute court. They got so many different modes now where you can take your one player into multiple different versions of the online experience. So it's really much bigger than it was in previous years.
Like I'm all hyped up. I'm like, how long does it take to download? You know?
Actually, shoot, if you have pretty good internet, the game I think is like 70 to 90 gigs.
Oh, so like 10% of Call of Duty. Nice. Yeah, nice. Not quite a terabyte.
Call of Duty's like what, like 116, I think.
Oh my gosh, might as well be
that's
a terabyte.
No shaders or campaign or multiplayer. So you basically get the lobby screen for 100 gigabytes. Sick. Well, that's probably gonna happen.
He said that's one for the COD shaders.
Every day, bro, wake up, I'm like, just want to get into WoW, and it's like, yo, dude, Modern Warfare is downloading 70 gigs. I'm like, what? What is it doing? They put a new gun in? Yep. 70 gigs somehow. Jeez.
I can definitely tell you that copying everything is a lot easier now with the PS5. PS4 used to take forever. We used to sit there for maybe 40 minutes copying data if you didn't put in a aftermarket SSD. You know what I mean? So now it's pretty good. It's pretty fast. Yeah.
Jeez. You gotta just fill time for 40 minutes just on your stream. You just gotta.
Yeah, that's why a lot of my friends, they transition to PC games, man. Like, they can't do it.
Dude, it's tough. Well, I want to know, Carter, to kind of switch gears a bit. So, kind of something that I think a lot of people want to know, and I'm sure you've answered 1,000 times. But how did you come across the name, or how did you come to the name iPodKingCarter? And if it wasn't your first name, right, like your first online screen name, what was that?
Okay, so let me answer that. When I was about, I think 15 or 16, I think it was 15. It was right around the time that iPods had first came out, and I had went to a house party, and the house party was okay, but it was a lot of people dancing, a lot of people all over the place, and the CDs just kept skipping. So, I just told the person that was hosting the party, yo, I can go to my car, get the aux cord, and we can play a couple tracks from my iPod. And ever since that night, I was the iPod King all throughout high school.
No,
so
no way.
All right.
Yeah. And
that's a dope way to get a nickname.
Carter is my last name, so I just put it all together eventually.
That's incredible. That is actually a really sick way to get it. I thought you were just a huge fan of Apple products. Like, dude, I just love.
Nah. You know what's crazy?
So much.
This is a reminder. Chores start now. Get it done.
What?
2 hearts.
What is that? What's going on?
Alexa. That's Alexa.
Now everyone's those things are going off. Mine's not yet, but
right now I'm Alexa King
so
Carter.
Funny.
Great. Thanks.
So
Thanks.
That's so funny.
Nah, but I do like the Apple ecosystem. It's just sometimes they do like throw products and devices at us for no reason. Like, have y'all seen the new AirPod Pro Max?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes, we have.
$550?
Yeah.
You could shove that all the way up your ass.
Bro, you don't understand, all right? The material is the finest.
They look so heavy. I don't know why they look so heavy.
You can't fold them and take them with you. They have a purse.
The purse is...
It's a purse, bro.
The purse bag is bad.
Do you know
It's
how
really
many people
bad.
are gonna buy that though.
I mean,
because
of
of
course, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
my
just like a
goodness.
bunch of people are gonna watch Floyd and YouTuber fight, but that doesn't
Yep.
mean it's good.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ugh.
Is that
I mean,
actually
they can
happening, by the
throw
way?
stuff at us. Oh yeah, 100%. The Floyd thing's happening. The Conor McGregor thing hasn't happened yet, but I'm sure it will.
You want to know what's crazy? I tried to get into the Beats ecosystem when they had first dropped because I wanted to support black business and stuff like that. And then I just was like, yo, Apple about to get them. All right, bet. Quality went down. You know what I mean? They stopped coming out with the bigger studio headphones. So I just was like, yeah, there's no need for me to buy Beats. I went to the Sony ecosystem for headphones. Their Bluetooth headphones are the best to me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. They the
No, they don't even have the studio monitors anymore.
Beats.
Beats. They don't do the nice studio ones anymore.
I think they still sell them, but they're old. They're the old drivers.
They don't make new ones. Like you mean the ones that Dr. Dre literally uses.
Yeah,
They
those
don't make the
gigantic ones.
that he like made them for. Oh, okay, got it. Just made sure. That's great. That's great. That's awesome. What? Super good. Super good.
Yep.
Well,
But he's a
your
billionaire.
name is Dick.
So it worked out.
Yeah, he's a multimillionaire,
That's a fact.
100 millionaire. He might be a billionaire.
No, he hit the Billy.
He
Yeah, he could be. He
Yeah.
would sell it for like $2 billion. Yeah, that's not bad. I'd say that's pretty good. So first of all, your name is like I feel like everyone wanted to be the iPod King in high school, so you achieved that. But I am really interested to hear when you discovered streaming as a like platform. Like when did you discover Twitch / Facebook gaming, whatever? When did you first see it, and like at what point were you like, yo, I could do this?
Okay. To answer the first question though, my online handle was BackBlock1.
That was your first one.
That was my first ever like online presence. I don't know why I chose that, but yeah, BackBlock1. I was from the back blocks. I didn't know what else
Block
to put.
one.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
BB1. I mean, honestly, there are worse names. There are
of course.
there are far worse names than
course.
Backblock one. That's
I mean-
actually not bad.
One of my friends is like Mr. Pringles and all this like.
At least you're
Worse.
not Mr. Pringle.
Just just the worst snack of all time. Just the worst snack. Of all time.
But when it comes to streaming, I first found that in 2013. To be honest.
Oh wow!
So,
Dang. Okay.
yeah, what ended up happening, we were all YouTubers trying to figure it all out. We all started together, like all the big YouTubers and everybody that's been around for a decade plus. It's kind of like we all started together. We all tried to figure everything out together, what an algorithm was, what quality was, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And one day I just logged on and YouTube said, account eligible for live streaming, because I had like all the green check marks and dots on the feed. Like I didn't have any copyright strikes. No, what is those other strikes? I think it's like something community strikes and nothing like that. So
yeah.
so I was eligible to stream, and I was like, okay, let's figure this out. So I downloaded this program. I forgot what program it was, but I was able to go live on YouTube like in the heyday of like 2012, 2013. And it was terrible. Like,
I didn't even know they had live streaming on YouTube in 2013. Dang.
Like it was crazy, bro. Like I didn't even know that they had it, but I tried it out. It was terrible. It was like literally the you know how like we have low latency and everything like that now?
Yeah.
Boy, it was like 45-second delay. Easy. It was terrible, bro.
Oh, that was. I can't believe we even did that. Like, even just on Twitch, like, I like looking back now that we have low latency and going back to what it used to be. That was a nightmare. You'd have to wait forever. You didn't know if a joke landed until like 15 seconds later. You're like, ha, just staring at the screen, waiting. No,
Bro,
okay.
It was so bad, man. And that was back when Twitch was still Justin TV.
Yes.
Like, oh my god.
Dang.
It's a dude in a backpack.
So you essentially you just like logged onto YouTube one day. You saw that you were eligible to live stream, and you're like, sure,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? What else can go wrong?
Yeah, it's horrific.
That was the vibes.
That is wild. I feel like I would be without anyone having done it before. Like, I guess that's a good question. So, like, had you seen anyone live stream beforehand to even know what to do?
No, never saw anyone
damn.
else. The crazy thing is, I was one of the first people to start. Me, my homie Waza now, and I believe Chase tried it once or twice, but me and Waza was like heavy with the streaming because we got tired of editing every day. Because in our culture, it was edit your video, drop your commentary, and drop your video, and do maybe 4 to 5 videos a week. Live streaming actually made all of that easier, which now you see today, everybody is willing to go live because the content is there. If you can record a stream or create a clip like how 277 just did in the chat, it makes things easier. You don't have to make that moment forced and then drop a clip and do the recording and everything post. Like now everything is live and direct. So, it just made everything much easier, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can double dip it. That's like that's the nice thing. I want.
Yeah.
Like you go live and you get your live stuff, and then you turn that into a video, and the people didn't catch it live. Hit you on the back end. Yeah, love it. That's great.
That's true. Dang.
Exactly what we're trying to do, Paul. We're just late to that second part.
We're really, really bad at that. Yeah. We mentioned it last week, I think it was, of like back in the day of like early YouTube, you would put out a video and get like 1,500 views on it, and you'd be like, man, didn't hit. But like that's a good amount of views. We just like underappreciated that. Now people are struggling for like 50 views.
You definitely had potential if you were hitting
100,
over 1,000.
Oh yeah, it would hit way easier with virtually no editing. I had like a cell phone video that hit like 2K views, and I was like, man, video sucked. But now it's like,
right.
That's a really good start for someone who has no base and like just wants to put up a YouTube video. So yeah, it's changed a lot.
The quality that I live by when it comes to being a YouTuber, like, everybody's looking for the next big thing and trying to go viral and trying to hit like a certain view count every single time you drop a video.
Yeah.
My thing is, I just need to do it. Like,
yeah,
I'm at the point where like, I was watching a battle rap and the rapper was talking about like 7 streams of revenue. It's insane how much revenue I have coming in from all these different places. And then I look at little YouTube over there and like, hey, hi, I'll get back to you soon. Just wait your turn, so it's like for me, I just have to do it. And, back in the day when, we were with the MCNs, they were, can I say, they were messing us up. They was getting in our pockets bad. You know what I mean? Giving us $2 per 1,000 views and stuff like that. It was terrible back then. You know what I mean? They were taking us for a ride. But now, we're able to do 100% splits, 97 threes, 95 fives, 90-10 splits. So, things are much easier. Or you could just not have an MCN and get strikes all day. That's up to you though. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, I guess it depends on what the content you put up, but I feel like I didn't fully understand how YouTube worked back then. Because like I said, if a video did like 1,000 views, I was like, great, but I didn't see any money from that. I didn't know how to monetize YouTube, but it felt like you had to join something like a machinima and they would promise you money and riches for your views. But like you said, it was like, here's 10 cents for your 2K, like 2,000 view video. Like, congratulations. Oh, by the way, make sure our watermark is like in the corner or whatever. And it's like, that sounded like YouTube in the early days. It was much easier to hit like certain, I don't know, metrics, but far more difficult to get paid for it. It seemed.
Yeah. The systems weren't there. Yeah.
It was definitely easier to go viral back then, because now when you think about it, the word viral now means how much money did a company put into promoting or putting ads on that certain video when we quote unquote go viral now. So like, when I see people with a whole lot of views, I just be like, yo, that's crazy. Like that's wild. But in my business mind, I'm thinking, okay, this person is on this platform. They said that this is a paid advertisement. Okay, I think they probably got paid $75,000 to do that ad. Because the YouTube income at that point doesn't matter. That's just added incentive. But I think about it nowadays like, okay, if you're going to make a video and this company tells you to hit, let's say they tell you to hit 50,000 views as an incentive to get paid a certain amount of money, I just say, okay, well, this person may have had to put let's say not even 3% of the ad dollars of the actual purse of the actual contract into just promoting the video with AdSense or something like that. Super, super easy money. And a lot of people don't realize that you can do that. You know what I mean? You can run your video as an ad and meet the stipulations of whatever company wanted you to work with. You know what I mean? Like that happened to me a little while back with Best Buy. Like it happens all the time. So like when I see like crazy numbers, I be like, yo, they going crazy. They eating. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I know within myself, like I know how much YouTube pays for a certain amount of views versus like how much CPM you're getting, RPM and all of that. So like, I guess my business mind kind of like takes over and be like, all right, they probably made like 7 bands from that. That's dope. You know what I mean? Like that's enough money to like feed their family, go out and invest. Hopefully they're saving, doing their taxes, stuff like that. Like I kind of like overanalyze everything though.
I mean, that's how you got to do it, bro. Every person we've talked to on here that's made any sort of living on YouTube has had that mindset in just maybe slightly different ways. But like everyone who's been successful is just like, yo, you know, this is the way you do it. And then when they see other people doing it, they're always looking at how and they want to understand it. And I think that's the baseline, man. If you're trying to be a content creator and you're going to be consistent, like I had someone in my chat the other day, like, yo, dude, I'm done doing YouTube. I'm just done. I'm like, well, how many videos have you posted? They're like 51. I never get more than like 100 views. And I'm like, well, what else? What about other platforms? YouTube's very, very, there's lots of people there. You got to figure out a way to get out of the noise. How do you do that? Well, I'm posting. I'm like, well, where are you posting at? Like no social media. No. I'm like, so have you done the same thing 50 times and thinking it would change? Right. And they're like, I kind of, I'm like, that's, you know, there's adjustments. You got to make adjustments every time, especially. So if you're not hitting your number or you're, I mean, obviously you can set crazy numbers, but if you have an attainable goal and you're just like not quite there, look at everything it could be and make an adjustment and do it again until one day you're just like, wow, nobody likes to watch my videos because maybe it's me. You can make that decision at the end and then they move on, but like just give yourself a chance. Like that's how it works. Just how this world works.
Yeah, I think for 2021, I want to approach it much differently than I have over the recent years. So what we do as creators, and this is for anybody in the chat or anybody that'll be watching later or on any other platform, what we tend to do is we get caught up in sending everyone that we know to one place. Maybe that person didn't get on their phone to go over to Twitter. And then immediately, as soon as they start scrolling, 3 minutes later, they want to go over to YouTube. Maybe they want to spend their time on Twitter today. Maybe they said they don't have time for YouTube. They don't want to watch ads on YouTube today. So why not post a funny clip or maybe like a excerpt of your video, which may be 15 minutes long. Maybe you post 3 minutes of it and you post it to that platform and just drop the link like full video here, or you know what I mean, check me out on YouTube. I do that too, or something like that. Like, or at the end of the video, you could put, if you guys want to watch more, click in my link in my bio or something like that. Stop trying to send everyone off platform that they're on for the day. Maybe people got online to literally laugh about politics or look at memes all morning or something like that. They don't want to get taken off platform if they didn't go on youtube.com or YouTube app to watch content for the morning. Like me, I'm a big proponent of watching podcasts, shows about financial, credit, business, real estate, stuff like that. So I'll go on to YouTube and load up a watch later playlist and watch all of that, you know what I mean, during the morning time. Then I'll answer the tweets and go, platform to platform as I go. But sometimes I just don't want to go off platform. It's just that simple.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've never thought to do that. That's a really good idea. It's very simple. Just you're on the platform. You want to stay on the platform. Don't force someone off of it. They also might not have that other platform.
Right. Like a lot of people that watch my Facebook streams, they literally come to my YouTube channel and say, I'm not going to Facebook no matter what. Okay. All of 2021, you will get this post stream work. We're going to edit these streams, funny moments, and just drop those on YouTube. If you weren't there for the moment and the laugh, cool. You'll still get to see it. But for the most part, it's not my job to make someone else's day worse by saying, okay, you don't want your mom and dad to see what you're into, or your grandmom and grandpa, or you might have been ducking your aunt for 2 weeks and now your aunt like, oh, I see you on this Facebook. You know what I mean? So I understand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's weird. We have people talk a lot about, diversifying, making sure you're on the platforms. But you getting that understanding of what the platforms are for and why people are on them is interesting. So if what you do, like if you're huge on YouTube and you love, like YouTube is what you want to grow the most, but all you do is use other platforms as a very clear funnel to get people to YouTube. Like it's just straight up, go to YouTube, go to YouTube, go to YouTube. Like people are just going to be like, nah, that's all you ever say. Right. But if you give them a little taste, be like, bang, but you say you can go there if you want, but here's some of the highlights anyway. So like you get the gist and you still like me as a creator and while staying on Twitter, like that's great. The same way, like people, we came to this epiphany the other day with my editors a little bit. We're talking about how a 1 minute video changes from TikTok to Twitter. To Twitter, we're like, let's give them the highlights, some of the funny moments, a little bit of build up and tension. And then a little taste of what the video is about, and then be like, if you want to go see the whole thing, because there's a lot of stuff in it, go check it out on YouTube. But on TikTok, you have to give the whole story needs to be told in that minute. Like you're not pushing anyone. What you're doing is you're coming to the funny resolution is happening in the TikTok video because the TikTok algorithm goes on how if someone watched the entire video, and if they watch it again, you get a bunch more points. So that's how stuff goes viral there. It's just different. So like one is maybe cliffhangers you a little bit. The other one gives you the whole thing, but they're the same length video. You got to understand things like that so that they get what they're kind of looking for where they are. I love that the way you put it, like the off platform. I think that's the phrase that's sticking in my head. Don't send people off platform on purpose.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just don't do that. That's really smart. Damn.
It's a difference of like you having a pizza shop in one part of the city and you're like, I gotta get pizza to this pizza shop, so you put up advertisements, which is good, right? It's not bad. You should definitely advertise, do that. You have the ability, maybe open up another pizza shop in that area where the billboard would be, so you get people that come to there. Maybe they don't want to go across town. Your pizza,
or like a food, like instead of you're like, well, we can't afford that. Let's get a food truck. A food truck moves around, like shit like that. That's a better business model now. Yes, that's the way people are. So like, yo, the food truck. Yeah, we come to you.
Force you
to come to you. Shop.
Yes,
I love that. Oh god, fire me up every day, every week. Thursday, we have an amazing creator on. They tell me stuff, and then I want to go do it right now and just get off the pod, but I gotta wait.
Yeah, like I ran into that on Instagram. So I always tell people this, and a couple of some of my followers that's in the chat know I am a very private person when it comes to family and what I got going on, but I'm always there to help others throughout their situations. I keep a lot of my stuff private, but I'm open to listen to anybody else's problems. And what tends to happen is with Instagram is a platform where everybody wants to see shiny new things. Unless your message of who you are transcends that. Like say for instance, if I start talking about finance on my Instagram, they're gonna be like, bro, you play 2K. They're gonna hit me with the stick to playing video games thing when I'm trying to tell people about financial wealth and stuff like that and generational wealth. But what happens is if I say, yo, just cop the new Benz, and I post the Benz and I'm on the Benz like this, they're like, yo, oh, so 2K got you that check? No, financial wealth got me that. Yeah. Maybe you should learn about it. And maybe that could be something that I can pull people in, but I'm just not that person to post a car, a house, a property, land, stuff like that, because I believe that people won't understand the message behind it, and then all they'll say is, yo, you doing big things, that's dope. Yeah. And they'll be like, yo, when you giving away an iPhone or a PS5 and stuff like that. So I try to teach people more in my Discord opposed to like posting Instagram stuff and like that. You know what I mean? I might post when I go on events maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah. That's a good point. I think that I can't speak for everyone on how they consume Instagram, but you're right. I think I kind of fall into the show me something shiny aspect of Instagram. Like show me
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, exactly. Like and like I will make a judgment based off of that. Like I may want to see it, but I don't know if I like it or don't like it. Like maybe, oh man, I can't believe the Carter's running around in the Benz. Like I don't know. Man, like, I'm so upset, but double tap. But I move on. Like, like I can be happy or sad about but I still want to see it. as
Right.
opposed to, like what you're talking about, like more in-depth things can be done on other platforms. I think it's
Right.
smart to understand what people are trying to accomplish on each platform. Like what
Right.
Trevor's saying as well with TikTok, completely different formula. You have to give people basically the entire thing within that clip, where you can cliffhanger it on other places. Where, and again, on Instagram, maybe they don't want to see a clip. Maybe they just want to see your dog, or I don't know,
Right.
or the car you have.
Exactly.
My-
I think
my
we
cat
all don't
gets a
really
lot of
know.
likes.
You're
Yeah.
what?
My cat gets a lot of likes.
Yeah,
Exactly. People just want to see cats on Instagram.
they really do.
Yeah.
They
Man, my
wanna see
cat's gonna
something
pass
shiny.
me in followers really fast, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh,
It's so wild, man.
that Instagram's a pain. It just might be the type of, like, I don't know, the type of creator, the type of stuff you enjoy, and it has turned a little bit more into Flexgram. And at times I just kind of eye roll. Like, I understand there's lots of attractive people on Instagram. I'm not one of those people, and we've gotten to the point now where they added the video and the reels to take, because that's what Facebook does, is they're just stealing stuff from everybody else, which works, which is within their right to do. It's just kind of like, okay. And now those attractive people are now taking a video of them taking a selfie. So they're just standing in front of I'm just like, what is this? It could have been a picture.
Right.
I don't get what this is. I don't know. And then I keep, every day I get on there, I'm like, I don't know how my life translates into this. And like you said, I'm just not a big, like, check out the car, check out the house. I live in a townhome,
Right.
for God's sakes. Who's repping their house that's attached to another house? You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Like,
Yo, I
who
share
wants
a
to-
wall with
yo,
a lady.
My gate is crazy. Look at my gate. That thing swing. Look at the way that thing swing.
I'm gonna show my Christmas lights. Like, no one gives a shit, right? So I'll stick to just being live and talking about whatever.
Yeah,
but
I think if you like choose something that you want to do, like say for instance, right, you're in a photography. If you choose to like run your Instagram that way, that's cool. But people in my culture, they just want to see shiny things. They don't care. Like, bro, I could post that I'm doing the Toys for Tots. They will not respond to that. They won't drop a comment. They don't care. But if I say that, I got this new PS5, when's the giveaway? That's the only comment you're gonna see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want to see shiny things, and they want access to it. You know what I mean? Quick. They don't want to work for it. They just want access to it quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, gotta pick and choose what you're gonna do, where you're gonna do it. But maybe that's just kind of the way of the road for that. So we did a lot of talking about 2K earlier, and dude, that was awesome. I feel like I know all about it, and it sounds like it's a huge grind to maintain, your status in the game. And like you said, you're gonna be the future mayor of the South Side, man. So, but there's something we run into, especially on the show, quite a bit. Episode 50. Shout out, by the way, episode 50. I can't believe we made it. But when you're known for a very specific game, sometimes you just want to play something else, or try some other kinds of content, just to like shake it up, inspire yourself a little bit. You sound like a guy that is, always looking for some way to better what he's doing, better quality, add stuff to the channel. So how do you go about that? Like, how do you, like, say the game's just not in a great spot either, and you're just like, there's a glitch or something, there's a bug that's bothering me. I just want to do something else for like a couple weeks, or try something else. How do you go about doing that stuff and making sure that your community understands what's happening, that you're not leaving them? I know it's not easy.
So the first thing that I would do is I would bulk record for the game that has the bug, which I did for NBA 2K when it first dropped. I bulk recorded. And when I started streaming on Facebook Gaming 2 years ago, I told myself that I would not be roped into just playing 2K. At some point, we do have to talk about algorithms, but we can maybe leave that for later. But what happens is, if you play the game that they designed for you to play on that platform, you will hit the algorithm much better than any other game. But like you said, the games are choppy, buggy, a lot is going on. I literally put Apex on my PS5 and went crazy. I got my build up to a 99 or whatever the case may be, and I automatically stopped, got on Apex, streamed, had fun, beat the Winter Express, all of that, got all my badges and trophies for that. And like that's what I do. Like I just get on Apex just to like play. I could play with randoms on Apex and not be mad at nothing. Like I could die in 30 seconds of landing and be like, oh, well, next lobby.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, that's the only battle royale in the world that I will do that with too. Every time I go back, I'm just like, for whatever reason, this game doesn't piss me off like the other ones do. I love it. I love it. Oh, that's dope. I didn't even know you played Apex. See, so like, you just you get to a point. Sometimes you got to revert back to like, let's just get the stuff. We just like, let's maintain this stuff because there's not a lot for us to like get into right now, and let's play something else for a little bit, but make sure we're maintaining it and that we're still. So we're like, when are you going to play 2K? I literally just did an hour ago. Just like, we're just going to do this for 3 hours and that for 1 today. Like, that's just the way it is today. And not just leaving the game aside. I think that's something I struggle with a little bit. It's just kind of like being like, I'm not really feeling Tarkov. I'm just going to not play it for a whole month. And they're like, did you leave? And I'm like, did I leave? I think I did. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I gotta find something else.
How do you handle like I don't know if you've ever gotten this feeling, Carter. I would imagine you have, streaming as long as you have, where you just feel like, you ask yourself the same question, Trevor. You're like, am I done with this game? Like, am I done? Or do you feel like you have to almost hit a quota of playing the game, kind of like you said earlier, of like hitting the algorithm just to get yourself like in the algorithm? Or do you just say like, I don't even care, I just want to be happy and this game doesn't make me happy?
So the way that I think my mind moves, I'll admit it at every moment. Say, for instance, it is contract time. We're 3 months out from the next contract of getting a new streaming deal, or another platform is looking at me when a new game is coming out. I choose all those precise moments to do what I want. So if it's an off season of, let's say, May to July, to July may be Apex, Grand Theft Auto Roleplay, Call of Duty Warzone, and also a lot of single player games that I might want to get into. Maybe Star Wars. Maybe I want to go back to God of War because the new one is coming out next year. Maybe I want to go back to Spider-Man and get ready for Miles Morales. That's my window to play a lot of those games. And those games aren't that crazy. Like if I play The Witcher, that's going to be freaking long as fuck. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, you're just going to have to play the shit out of that game. But for those other smaller, maybe 38-hour total games and stuff like that, a 4-hour stream each day for a week straight is nothing. And plus, if you do 2 a days, you can still stream a little bit of the primary game you like to play. Or you can say, F that. We're going off reservation. I'm going to stream Apex in the morning because I want to grind that, because I like my trophies in that. And then we'll play the single player game. And for everybody that wants 2K, if you haven't watched my YouTube videos, maybe you catch me on a different platform. Maybe I didn't want to give you 4 hours on Facebook gaming today. Maybe I wanted to give you 2 hours on Caffeine, or an hour and a half to 3 hours on Twitch of that game, because I'm rotating the games and rotating the space and seeing what's working and seeing what algorithms I'm hitting. So if I'm on Twitch, I literally been on Twitch since 2017. They took my partnership as soon as I signed my Facebook deal because it was fairly new. They didn't know what they were doing. But now I'm glad that partners on Twitch are allowed to stream on Facebook gaming. That's really, really dope for me. And it's huge for a lot of the other people on the platforms. But what I like to do is, okay, if I get, let's say, 250 people on Twitch and I'm playing 2K early in the morning, that's dope because that's not my primary platform. But if I come over to Facebook and it's prime time and I don't have at least 300 people in there, I'll say, okay, maybe I need to go live an hour earlier or an hour later to make sure that I'm hitting those algorithms right, because Facebook platform is just not there yet in terms of the concurrent viewers, the problems that they may be having that week. The chat might have, went blank on them or something like that. Like, every platform has its problems, but we know for a fact that Twitch is one of those platforms where it's been around, solidified for years, and the views are crazy. And one thing I noticed, and I really don't like to say this, if I went to YouTube as a streamer, I would easily have 4,000 people concurrent every single day, because it's one of the biggest platforms. You know what I mean? But it's just, you can't control the chat at all. The moderation tools are terrible. The super chats are crazy. They're taking revenue from super chats. It's just a whole lot of nonsense that YouTube knows they have to fix because they're not a primary streaming platform. And I just signed a deal on Caffeine, so it's like now I'm over there for 2 hours out of the week, 3 times a week. So when I come over there, they got people buying credits and gold and giving me props. It's like I have so many streaming platform terminologies in my head. It's insane. You know what I mean? But keeping that schedule and that time where you get to say, okay, I'm going to play this game because it's fun to me. I have the time over here. Cool. Like today I woke up and I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to play any game until like 1:30. And when I got on, I said, oh, my friends are online. Let's play 2K. I gave them a 2-hour stream on Caffeine. And then I started setting up for this podcast. Now, when I get off from the podcast, I may look at Facebook and say, okay, have I met my quota for the week? I haven't met my quota. Let's do 4 hours. If I do 4 hours, maybe I'll have to do 2 tomorrow. Or, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll say, hey, I went live on Twitch for 15 minutes earlier. Maybe I'll come back and give them something and we just go and just chatting for a little bit just to talk to the Twitch community as well. So for me, it's just reaching out to everybody because I got 6 hands. You know what I mean?
Damn. Bro, I didn't even know that was possible.
Seriously, you're juggling everything. You're juggling social medias, which was like a lot even to me. And I was like, damn, I don't know. We don't want to post on TikTok or Twitter. You're like, am I going to stream for 15 minutes over here and then 30 minutes over here and then or like in an hour? That is nuts. And the vastly, I mean, do you notice that you have vastly different community types on each? Or like, do people follow you from platform to platform?
There are a lot of my crews that follow me from platform to platform. Like, for instance, one of our newcomers is Young Win. He's been in the chat for a little bit. He actually has been following me from platform to platform. Funny thing about Win, I banned him for a week. I gave him the 9s on Twitch, and I said, if you can survive the 9s on Twitch, when I come back and I go live, you will become a mod. So every day he was on Discord saying, yo, I got 5 days left. He comes to the Facebook streams. I got 4 days left. Comes to Caffeine. I got 3 days left. And then his day, he was like, are you streaming on Twitch or no? So it's like, look at Win. Come on, Trace O'Toole. That's what we're doing, Win. Come on, man. So it's like things like that where people do follow me from platform to platform. I have somebody named RC who has followed me through it all. Like literally, I was streaming on YouTube. I stopped streaming on YouTube, went over to Twitch. He was my first supporter. He has followed me everywhere and has supported everywhere. Literally, like when you think about like the years this person has been subbed to me, I'm thinking we going on almost 5 years.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Of being a supporter, of like a paid supporter all this time. And right now he has 2 years on Facebook, and he had like, I think like a year and a half on YouTube when they bring out the member stuff. And then he was previously a sub over on Twitch when I hit partner over there but I was a partner before they came out with the affiliate program. So like he's been that guy since forever. And then look at Ladarius. Ladarius, you know why you got banned today. We're not going to talk about it live, but you know what you did. And we're going to talk about that later. I almost put you in 2K support in the Discord. So, you know what I'm saying? Put in your ticket. You know what I'm saying? Wait your turn.
Get the hell out of
Wait
here.
your turn. I'll be out of here, Derek. We're about to get banned in our chat. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to ban anybody. We need everyone we can get.
Please stay. That is incredible that you are able to keep track of all those people. My brain hurts from you talking about it. I feel like Trevor is eating it up. Like, oh my gosh, yes, beer. Like, very much
taking notes. Taking notes.
If I would fall apart. If I had to like manage like 4 different platforms, I mean, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, like I missed one. Caffeine,
yeah.
Bruh. Chat is
You
wild.
need some caffeine. Lots of caffeine.
I mean, it's not hard. Like when you think about it, the support system I have is amazing. Like my wife, she like not only is she hilarious when she pops in on content, but she really helps me out. Like, say for instance, I have a calendar full of things, right? As soon as my phone goes off, even if we're watching This Is Us or we're watching 90 Day Fiance, whatever the case may be, she's like, babe, it's time for you to go. Go ahead, go to work. You know what I mean? And she knows that I'm working. You know what I mean? Like everything that I do, I try to make myself better. You know what I mean? And I try to make sure that I don't worry about numbers, because numbers will make you, like you said, the person uploaded 51 videos, he got a couple hundred views. When you think about it, 50 videos, 100 per, that's pretty good views. You know what I mean? For somebody that's starting out. So think about us who have 2,700 videos and all the videos that it took us to get to the point where we said, oh, 1,000 views every video. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. For me, not hitting 1 million or 2 million or 3 million a video, I'm totally fine with that, because when I first started this, it was all a hobby, and it still is. It just so happens that my hobby now pays me. You know what I mean? So that's like I try to never say, yo, I'm clocking in, because what do we do at jobs? We hate them to death.
Yeah.
Everybody hates jobs. Nobody says, I'm doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because I'm having fun doing it. No, you literally wake up out your bed, wash your face, brush your teeth, be nodding your head in the car to work, and sit there for how many ever hours until you clock out and say, I'm free. You know what I mean? So like, this is literally like the best hobby in the world. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
It is.
It is.
I agree with you.
It's got to be there. It's got to be there. It's got to be, you have to have that, you know, like, I do things because I want to do them.
Yes.
Mindset going in. And then that needs to, once you find those, the income starts to come in, and you know, you start to, because you start to depend on it a little bit, or like, at least be like, I'm going to make, for example, if you want to hire an editor, you need to get to your, you know, you got to be making enough money on it to then hire that editor and put it back into the business. But at least you're making those decisions. I think that's what it comes down to. Like, you are making all of your decisions. Like you said, that alarm goes off. It's your decision whether or not you want to go do it or not. I mean, obviously you have some contracts, but like, at the end of the day, like, if you want to break a contract, you can. It's like, but if you get fired, you have no other options. Right. Like, you got to go find another job so someone else can tell you what to do. So it's a different dynamic. And that's like, there's nothing better than being able to like just completely make all your decisions. I think everyone wants that. That's why, you know, my dad was always like, man, I can't wait to retire, because he wanted to do that. He's like, I want to go play poker. I don't want to sit and push this button. It sucks. I hate this.
Right.
So, and he told me that every day. So I learned that when I was young. But we have a question recurring, just to switch gears a little bit, a recurring question that we have on every single pod. It's very important. Mm-hmm. It is my question. It's mine, and it's not Paul's. It's mine. Before we get into it, you are, just to clarify, you are in PA, right? You are a Northeast guy.
Yes.
Okay. So part of the country matters. What is your go-to food? You're going back, you're about to start streaming, or you're going to, I don't know, grind some games or whatever. And you're like, yo, I'm hungry. You're out and about, but you want to swing by and grab something. Go-to. It can be fast food. It can be a local spot, whatever. But what is your go-to food in your area?
It has changed over the years. When I used to live in Chester, PA, it was Showwell's. I would always go to Showwell's. It was five crab sticks and a pound of chicken fingers. Then
Pound of chicken finger.
Yes, sir. Yes,
crab and chicken.
When I moved out to the area that I'm out now, it was Chinese food. So it was 4 wings, shrimp fried rice, and 2 pizza rolls. Then once I started getting a little bit more bougie, it was the Uber Eats Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? Run biscuits and
Cheddar Bay biscuits, bro.
Yeah. And now, honestly, if I'm out and about, what I'll end up doing is, if my wife is at home, I'll call her and tell me make me some bacon and eggs, or I'll end up going to, what is that place called? I think it's Qdoba, and I'll get like a keto bowl or something like that. You know what I mean? So like that's the thing that I get now. Like trying to lose weight is hard as hell when you're a gamer, bro. Like if you don't have like a routine set up, or you're not aspiring to make like workout videos later, it's really hard for you to try to like make time, because like every hour is like literally crucial. Like, if I tell my daughter we're going to have a date night and it's just me and her watching TV, she's getting that hour no matter what. And if I'm like literally on the couch about to pass out, I'm not putting on workout gear and then going back downstairs to work out. So it's like trying to have that time is crazy.
Bro, hey, it's funny you said that too, because I actually just came up with this and came up with the idea that I have a bunch of strategies that I use, because I have to, like, right now I'm on a pretty strict diet. I'm streaming for 4 to 6 hours every day, and I'm just like answering email all day. And sometimes I'm just like, yo, dude, DoorDash me some, you know, like, there's a sandwich shop I get all the time here, but I have to eat better. And I'm about to start doing a YouTube series, like a shorter one, where I'm going to start breaking down some tips and tricks. If you sit at your desk all day, you don't have to be a gamer, but gamers do, right? If you want to game all day or you're a content creator, there's some really losing weight's one of the things we're going to do. It's all about meal prep, right? And I know people love to snack. We all love snacking. What you do is you go buy in bulk, like healthy snacks, and you just like. Right. That's the only food you keep in your I have an office. I keep the food down here, so I can roll my chair back and get something to eat, but it's all healthy stuff.
Right.
So I make sure I'm surrounded with options that if I choose them, they're going to be it's fine. And I found that like it's making a huge difference. And then the whole meal prep thing is just like having it just microwavable, making everything microwavable later. Huge. It's just convenience for us, like you said. It's time. We don't have 15 minutes to make something. We got 3 minutes. So what can we make in 3 minutes? And if you go out of your way to make as many options as you can, or make sure there are like for an hour every week, you can make a huge difference. And honestly, it comes down to energy levels too. I've noticed that like just cutting the sugar out. Yeah, huge. Like that last 2 hours, I'm powering through instead of being like, okay, can't wait till I get to eat my cheese and then passed out.
Energy throughout the entirety of the stream as well. If I'm actually able to fit in a workout or fit in actually eating not trash is very helpful.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest though, you had the widest range of foods of anyone we've had. What was the Chinese food you said? Shrimp fried rice, pizza rolls. What was the first thing?
Pizza rolls. But like when I lived in Chester, it was the show wells. So I had a pounded chicken fingers and 5 crab sticks.
I love chicken fingers. I don't know how you get
major.
They have crab sticks and chicken fingers. That's crazy.
I've never even heard of a crab stick.
You never heard of Come on, man. You ain't from the hood, baby. No. Get yourself a crab stick, man. Come on over. You know what I'm saying?
I guarantee you I've had one. I don't think I've ever gotten one on purpose, but it just sounds good.
Really? No, I don't. There's no good seafood places.
It's crab meat fried.
Yeah, it's like a fried crab.
Yeah. Oh, my. Oh.
Yeah. Now it makes more sense with chicken fingers. Like I can imagine that now together. It's just 2 different fried things, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Unpopular opinion, I feel like for a lot of people, I think crab tastes better than lobster. I'll take a crab over a lobster any day of the week. Unpopular. I feel like lobster, for the most part, is flavorless. But if you give me some like snow crab or king crab legs, oh my God.
Yeah. I ain't gonna cap. Lobster, it is very, very, very bougie.
Oh,
it's amazing with butter. But without the butter, fam, it's just a little turd, man. Just a little bottom feeder, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. But you had to work your ass off to get out of the shell. All right. Which I hate. I like those 2 types of food, but I would like someone to prepare it for me because I don't want to crack open someone's arm to eat it. I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird. Think about it. You're eating someone's arm, guys, just so you.
Okay.
That's someone's an animal, but yeah. Sorry. This is a delicious hand. Anyway, Paul, move on.
Hit with a nutcracker.
Yeah, it's a great time to go to the ad. Take it away, Paul.
Gosh. It is ad time, gentlemen. Listen up, fellas. 2020 sucked. It's almost the new year, which means new balls with our sponsor, Manscaped. Manscaped is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, offering precision-engineered tools for your family jewels and helping 2 million men all over the world get rid of hair on their balls. If you let yourself go in 2020 while in quarantine, Manscaped is here for you to reboot and stay clean and shaved in 2021. Manscaped is here to give you a fresh start 2021 with their perfect package 3.0 that has all the right tools for the job. Come out of quarantine with clean balls. Thanks to the Lawnmower 3.0, this waterproof and skin-safe trimmer will reduce risks to your 2 best friends. The 3rd-generation trimmer even has a light to guide you and glow bright like 2021 will. It also has time to freshen up down there for the new year when you find you have all this free time because you're not dealing with all the terrible hair all over your balls. It's got anti-chafing ball deodorant. It's got a moisturizer. You already put deodorant on your armpits. Why not put a little deodorant on the smelliest part of your body, depending on your physiology and who you are? And for on-the-go freshness, you'll love the Crop Preserver. Crop Reviver, that is. Ball Toner Spray. 2020 was awful, so make sure your boys are refreshed and ready for new beginnings in 2021. Manscaped is even throwing in their travel shed bag to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. Speaking of comfort, Manscaped anti-chafing boxer briefs are also included and are hands down the best underwear you'll ever wear. I wear them all the time, and they are, in fact, amazing. It feels like my balls are resting on a cloud. A Manscaped cloud. A guy with hairy balls is like the year 2020. Don't be that guy. Get 20% off and free shipping with code MCA at manscaped.com. That is code MCA at manscaped.com. Your two balls will thank you.
Wow, dude, are you ballless, dude? Some people have one ball. What are you doing?
Sorry.
So
You're
insensitive. So insensitive.
So sensitive. Yeah, so I don't know if you knew this. We say balls a lot, and then every single copy they come back with us at for the ad, they just keep adding more balls every time. It's like, now I think it's a joke at Alt HQ. Yeah, who we kidding? Manscaped doesn't even know they're sponsoring us probably.
Yeah.
There's just one guy in the accounting office like, hey, that's my one client. I make them say balls. Awesome. So we have one quick question before we move on to a game, which I'm super fired up to do. I wrote it myself. I know, guys, you're excited too. But before we get there, we have talked a lot about all the different platforms you are on, the grind of 2K. There's just so, you say you're hanging out with the family, you got a bunch of different places, quotas to fill, and all kinds of stuff. That's a lot of work. But when I was doing some research on you before the show, and basically finding anything about you on the internet was like clicking on your website and then having it all listed there was it was the easiest experience I've ever had in trying to like go find like that. I was like, oh my God, this is the most like we had Big Cheese Kit. Right. Mm-hmm. He was on here. He's very simple. He's very pretty organized. You blew him out of the water. I was like, this is the most organized branding I've ever seen in my entire life. And I can find anything I need to find that I'm interested in about you. So it was very clearly on purpose. Take me through it. How did you, what was the strategy there? Like you were like, okay, I need everything. Like, how did that come about? Was there like an agent or like a manager, or was this all you?
It was all me. So over the years, I've worked with so many companies. I've been partners, I've been affiliates, I've been sponsored, and it's really hard for me when somebody asks me, iPod, what graphics card do you got? Bro, I can't remember right now. Like, I got 4 PCs. Just go to my kit and choose 2017. You know what I mean? And when they go to my kit, everything's right there, the full PC build. And I'll say, yo, go to my website link, click on how to become a successful streamer. We got budget builds over there, all of this stuff. And I just told myself that having iPodKingCarter.com would have been really great if I had the time to invest in a website designer, because then I could have iPodKingCarter.com/store or shop or whatever the case may be. So I say, you know what? I'm going to use Linktree or one of these other websites that have all of these links you can list, pay for the premium, which could be a write-off, of course, and just have everything listed there. So when you go to iPodKingCarter.com, it takes you to a website that just has everything from me, my Spotify, my Twitch, my Twitter, like just everything, you know what I mean? And I guess I do have a little bit of OCD sometimes, and I try to make sure that everything is perfect, whether it's quality, like, oh my God, if I get a drop frame, we might end the whole stream. We might end the whole stream.
You would not live in my house then.
Isn't it terrible? It's true. It's trash.
Bro, so it's like with me, like I'm one of those people that say, okay, if I'm doing an ad for someone, right? Like I recently did an ad for one of my friends that's a producer, and we did a challenge where somebody had to come up with a rap and over one of his beats, and within that, if you won, $100. You won NBA 2K21 on Next Gen, and you won a free beat from this producer to use wherever you wanted to use. So what I ended up doing was I said, okay, for the life of this challenge, as soon as people go to the post and I say, hey, click here to download the beat or whatever the case may be, I just put the link at the top of my link tree, and that's where people went to go to download the beat, which gave my stuff traffic. So if they wanted to follow me or go to any other of my platforms, that was there. But essentially, it was just to download the beat. You know what I mean? So I just use that for everything. So if I'm ever doing a deal with any company, they have to go through my link tree if they want their stuff. Like, they can't say, put our link in your bio. No. It's my link. I'll put your link as a pass through, because essentially people are still going to get there regardless if they click my link or your link. It's just if your link is there and you tell me to put it there for 2-3 weeks, I'm missing out on older posts that say, click the link in my bio if you want to buy this merch, or click the link in my bio to see more of this clip and stuff like that. So I always tell companies, no, you have to work with my link, because I need my traffic from all my other social medias anyway. So yeah.
And you also can say, and people that maybe aren't on that platform are still going through the same site and might see your link there, as opposed to, instead of me putting it everywhere. If you just put it on Twitter, but everyone else, your same website is on your YouTube description and your whatever, they're going through and they're still seeing the link, even if they didn't see you talking about the sponsorship on Twitter. So it works out for them too. In reality, you're just getting more traffic, dude. Paul, the Linktree thing, I think, is an amazing idea. I know that Paul was actually looking to build, possibly do a website. Maybe start there, Paul, because I know that you have a lot of the things he has listed. Those exist for you as well. So that'd be a good place to start. Hell, I'm trying to figure out how to get on my site now.
Literally, go to GoDaddy, bro. Buy yourself a website link and just put it as a pass through. You know what I'm saying? Put your link tree as a pass through. So when they go, let's say it's www.ActionJaxon Action, you know what I mean, or something, because maybe you can't get the name, but I'm pretty sure you probably could with ease on GoDaddy. But if you buy that domain, literally Linktree it, bro. They go straight there. Everything is there. So if you say, hey, new video dropping on YouTube at 7, and you drop the link, as soon as they go to Linktree, YouTube channel, boom, we in there. You know what I mean? They don't have to look around. They don't have to figure out like, okay, well, I gotta keep scrolling because his website is so intuitive. I gotta keep scrolling for it. No, it's right there on Linktree, front and center.
Wow. That's a good idea.
And a lot of the links are like to sites that are free. Right. So they're already hosting that thing that you need. So might as well it's just a click. Anyway, it's just like tabs that you're going to have on your website. It's just like not branded super yours, but like, how much do they actually care? They're like going on there like, oh, cool, there's pictures and everything's my colors. Anyways, where's the thing I was looking for?
Right. They're not. Really care. A lot of people nowadays don't do that unless it's a storefront. The only time people scroll on someone's website is if it's a storefront. Like, say for instance, YouTube is your storefront. That's the only time that a person needs to scroll anywhere, because maybe they want to scroll your content. If you selling merch, they want to scroll through your products. If you are sending somebody through a pass through of a social media post, you should not say, hey, click the link in my bio, and then the link in your bio, they have to scroll to find out that your new stream starts at 6 p.m. tonight. It should be right there. Like, oh, that's a Twitch logo. Boom. I'm on his Twitch now. You know what I mean? Or, oh, he streams on Caffeine. Okay. Boom. All right. Let me hit the follow button, and vice versa. So that's how I view it. And plus, I use that as my home button on Google. So like whenever I click home, all of my stuff pops up, and I can easily get to my own stuff. You know what I mean? So like I use it too.
Frictionless.
Yeah.
You remove I've heard it, everything you said for the last hour. You remove friction and just like don't send people off platform. Just make it easy for them where they are right now. You put a thought in their head. Now let them finish the thought where they are right now, and just get it. Like Stop creating so many clicks to get to where the destination. The fewer clicks, the better. The more likely that they're going to convert into somebody that might be a fan of you and that enjoys your content, which is the goal at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Damn, I've never heard it put so simply. That is great, man. That is awesome. Well, that said, hey guys, go to sub to our YouTube, May Contain Action, where you can watch the shows. And in the last week, we've actually brainstormed a bunch of ideas to create a bunch of extra content outside of the pod itself, and start adding stuff there as well. So that channel is going to grow. We have a lot of exciting stuff to announce in the future, really cool stuff behind the scenes. So make sure that you're subbed there, and obviously follow the Twitch channel if you're watching it now. We're going to do the show live here, and we're never going anywhere because we made 50 episodes, which means we're going to get to 500. So, this is where we're going to be every Thursday night for the rest of your life. But now it's time to get into the game, and I'm excited because PM gets to play in this one because I'm going to be the game master. Just a little preface real quick. My dad is freaking sports trivia. Like my dad was a basketball player, played in college for 4 years. His favorite thing to do in the whole wide world is just when I was a kid, and now actually he just texts me random, hey, who is the record holder? Like I can't Google it. Like who's the record holder for assists in a game? I'm like, it's Pistol Pete, Dad. Come on, or it's John Stockton. Come on, Dad. Like so we got a 2K legend here. He knows a good amount about the NBA, but a lot of people don't know this. PM is also a big basketball fan. Knows quite a bit about the NBA. So I put together like a little trivia thing, but there's a bunch of bonus points associated with all the questions. So like, for example, if I say who's the record of this, and someone gets it, then I'll let the other two, and if that person can't get like the side bonus question, then the other two get a chance to steal a point out of the question. So that way we can actually keep track of score, and it's just not like yes, no, like usual. So I think it'd be kind of fun. There's some side stuff that if weird, obscure things about that person, you might be able to grab a couple points. So 10 questions. It will be easy.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be fun. I had a lot of fun doing it. There's some that are pretty straightforward, pretty easy, and there's some that might be pretty challenging. So
hot dog.
Hold on, let me just grabbing a pen really quick so I can write down the scores. All righty, here we go. This is a basketball quiz, I guess I'm calling it.
Are you getting the chat in on this or no?
I mean, chat, you can answer and stuff, but like, please don't read the chat. We're gonna. I want to see what you guys know. But yeah, this is for this is my favorite thing. I want people driving in their cars and be like, "Yo, I know about basketball. Let's see how I can do." That's the point of this. So. All right, away we go. I will direct. It's basically if you know who it is, yell it out first, and then for the bonus point, it goes to whoever got the question. And if they can't get it, then the other two got to yell it. Whoever yells it first gets it. All right. All right. Question number 1. Who is the all-time scoring leader in NBA history?
Okay, wait. All-time scoring leader,
Kareem.
like in Kareem. Okay, sorry. I don't know what you were saying for a second.
iPod wins.
I win.
Okay. Bonus point. Who's second?
Karl Malone.
Yeah, Karl Malone. Karl Malone is second.
Good. Real quick before we continue, Carter, I think your noise gate got turned off, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
It did. I just didn't want to answer it because you took too long.
Got him. All right. Number 2. That's 2 for Carter.
All right. I was a little slow out the gate. Here we go.
All right. Do you see how this works? All right. Okay. Question number 2. What team has the most NBA championships?
Boston
Boston
Celtics.
Celtics.
I already said it.
Okay,
That's
you're
tie,
both right. They're tied.
I said it first.
I mean, I can play it back. I have the ability.
Okay, we'll just give you each one. How about that? 1 each. Carter 3.
I should have known that from that absolute trash.
Paul has just been standing there silently.
Absolutely.
And he can play at any point he wants. All right, question number 3. What team has the most playoff appearances without winning a championship?
I'm gonna go Phoenix Suns.
It is the Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many for a bonus?
I don't know exactly, but I know they haven't won one. That's my only. They're like one of 2 teams, I think, or 3 teams that like hasn't won one or something like that.
29. 29 playoff appearances. They've never won a championship. They have been to the finals, but they've never won a championship.
Oh. Wait, I'm seeing that LA and Boston are tied as of this year.
Yeah, so they are tied. Basically, they both yelled Lakers and Celtics, and we just gave them each a point because technically both of them.
Oh, I
won.
said Celtics.
Oh, Paul got to get one. Paul got to get Paul a point.
All right, yeah, you got one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Easy.
Hey, he's on the board.
Board, baby. Board. All right. 4. These are going to get a little bit more obscure.
Yeah.
4. Who holds the record for most field goals attempted in a game?
Russell Westbrook.
I'm gonna go Kobe Bryant.
I'm gonna go.
Those are wrong.
Will Chamberlain.
Nope.
George.
Did we get hints, or did we just have to
5
guess?
seconds. 4, 3,
Tracy
2,
McGrady.
James Harden.
2, 1. It's actually Rick Barry.
Rick Barry?
48 shots in a game.
The pride and joy of Oregon State.
You say he took 28 shots
48.
or 48 shots. Jesus Christ.
No, he went to Miami. His son went to Oregon State. That's right.
The crazy thing about that game is there were only 92 shots taken by his team. So he took well over half the shots. Rick Barry, who would have thought it coming? You know what I mean? All right. Question number 5. Who has the record for most slam dunk contest championships? Who's won the slam dunk contest the most?
It would be Nate Robinson.
It is Nate Robinson.
Yeah, I was gonna go. Yeah, either Dwight or Nate. That was a good one.
Random, obscure, 2-point bonus question here. What college and what high school did he go to? I only asked this because I know.
University of Washington, right? He's from Washington.
The bonus.
And then high school was a high school in Seattle, if I'm correct. Bellevue? No.
4,
So, I don't know.
3. All right. Well, it is Rainier Beach High School.
Rainier Beach.
Rainier
Okay.
Rainier Beach. We all knew that. We all knew that.
I mean, the
Too
only reason
obscure.
I know that is because I watched them and played in the state championship. Is the greatest thing I've ever seen. That was the best team in the history of high school basketball. For triple point. Question 6. Who has most? Who has most points in a playoff overtime period? Wow, most points in an overtime period. It happened recently in the last 3 years.
It's not Devin Booker.
Jamal Murray.
No,
Damian Lillard.
close, but no.
Steph Curry.
CJ McCollum.
It's Steph Curry with 17.
Curry, 'cause he beat the Blazers and he had the most points, right? It was, I think that's what it was against. And I'm a Portland Blazer fan, so.
He scored all 17 straight too. So that's 5 for PM.
Sheesh.
5-4, and Paul has 1.
Hell yeah, baby. We're on the board. Let's get it.
Question 7. Who was drafted first overall ahead of Michael Jordan?
Oh my God.
Oh God, no.
PM, if you don't get this,
Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie was the first overall
overall.
pick.
I don't know why that
Yeah.
took me forever. No. Greg Oden and Sam Bowie, baby, go Blazers.
Sam Bowie played 12 years in the NBA. He was actually a pretty solid player. I believe he made an All-Star team, so he really wasn't that bad. He just wasn't Michael Jordan.
Greg Oden averaged 20 and 10.
Yeah,
in
for
his
the
career.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but the
I
problem
mean,
was
he could have been a great, bro. He really could have been, bro.
could have been.
Damn knees, dude. What is underneath the hardwood in Portland that killed freaking Brandon Roy too?
You want to know a little inside scoop? My
Dude,
personal
right in the middle of the
trainer-
game. Let's do it.
I know. Sorry, my personal trainer was the guy for 20 years for the Blazers. And when I dislocated my ankle playing, he told me that Greg Oden was playing Dance Dance Revolution 2 days after he got drafted. Came into the training facility and said like I can't touch certain things, like I can't bend over, and they found out he blew out all of his cartilage like in his knee, just gone, wiped it all out.
I'm imagining a 7'2" person playing DDR.
He said after that point he could literally touch his elbows almost to the floor, like standing straight. He was that nimble. Yeah,
Jeez.
he was like bound to get hurt.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
why they don't make that game anymore.
seriously.
They're bankrupt because Greg Oden actually secretly sued them. All right, what team? Question number 8. We're almost to the end. What team has the most playoff appearances without appearing in the finals?
Oh my gosh. Would that be? No. Wait. Is it Phoenix Suns again?
No, because the Suns went with Barkley.
Oh yeah, Barkley. Yeah.
Barkley, yeah.
Hold on. Charlotte Bobcats.
No,
But no, they never made the playoffs. New Orleans Pelicans.
One quick hint: it's 25 appearances, never been to the finals.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go Denver Nuggets.
It is the Denver Nuggets.
Oh my God!
Yes.
Wow.
Wow. Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like
All the worst, like all the worst ones that never went to the final. Like I'm trying to think of like all the worst.
Yeah, bad teams. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like,
That's so bad. We're doing this to them. Hey, Young Win, why do you hate the Spurs so much? Jeez.
It's so. I mean, the Spurs got a bunch of records, most years in a row, playoffs and stuff. But I was just like, you know what? Those would be too easy. They're number 9. Seth Curry. Technically, it's like a minimum of 1,000 attempts or something. Something that you only need like 4 years in the league to get to. But Seth Curry has the second highest career 3-point shooting percentage. You heard that right, Seth.
Former Trailblazer.
F as the second highest in history of the NBA. Who has the highest 3-point in history?
Is it Ray Allen?
Yeah.
Ray.
Close.
I'm gonna go Reggie
Ray Allen 4th.
Reggie Miller.
Reggie is 5th.
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
Oh
First.
my God, that was
Yeah.
That was him was going to be. He is coach.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I figured it had to be one of the sharpshooters, but I knew it wasn't Steph. So you can only name 3 others that's fire.
You know how I tried so hard. 6th in history is Jason Capono. You know how hard I wanted to get Jason Capono as an answer to one of these questions, and it was impossible. Could not.
He's done nothing.
Yeah, but he did. He could shoot it. Like he could shoot. He literally can do anything to shoot. I remember that guy in high school. All right, last question. LeBron has the most playoff game appearances in NBA history. Who is second?
Just yes.
Yes.
Who is second?
Who is second?
Who is second?
Playoff appearance.
He just passed him in the last game of the finals this year.
Is it Bill Russell?
Bill Russell is 4th.
Magic Johnson?
Dwight Howard.
He is a Laker.
Kobe Bryant.
It's not Kobe either.
Kareem?
Someone on the team. It's got to be.
Shaquille O'Neal. Give it to me.
Nope.
No, you said he just passed him.
So LeBron just passed this person. This person doesn't play anymore. But he played with Shaq and Kobe.
Robert Horry.
Horry 7th.
Oh my God.
Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher. Oh
Derek
my
Fisher has
goodness.
250 playoff games, and LeBron when they won the finals, he on the last game he passed him finally. For a bonus point. Wait, was it Paul? It was Paul, wasn't it?
Yeah, Paul.
We literally named every Laker on that team, by the way, which is hilarious.
Right.
Except for Adam Morrison, you missed that one.
The crazy thing is like they were sweeping people. Derek Fisher and them were they was in tight games.
I believe, and the only reason I think Ori was hurt one year for the whole time, so he didn't play in him. That's why he's 7th out. But anyway, for the last bonus point of the game, who's third?
Who's third? Oh,
Karl Malone.
No.
Is it Larry Bird?
Close. I think Larry's 6th, actually.
Shaq?
He's a Spur. This is a Spur.
Spur?
Tim Duncan.
David Robinson?
Tim Duncan. Yeah,
Tim Duncan. Okay.
PM took home the championship. That's 8 points for PM. You crushed it, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Derek Fisher.
Can I? Nuts with Derek Fisher. It was pretty good.
Can I add one extra question to it?
Yeah.
One.
Go ahead. Trevor's camera froze, so that's lovely.
All lit. I'm gonna give him some time to fix that then. Who was the most useless NBA Monstar?
The pig guy.
The pig
the
guy.
The blue one.
I can't remember
the guy who talked like that.
his actual name. His real life.
Porky the pig.
No.
Oh, Monstar.
The NBA players.
Sean Bradley, dude.
Yeah.
Sean Bradley's worthless.
Sean Bradley.
He's really tall though.
The blue one. Yeah, that was Sean Bradley. Yeah.
Guy. We all know Muggsy was good, but
is literally amongst there, like with other Hall of Famers, Sean Bradley.
yeah, you go back and watch Space Jam, you're like, you chose these guys?
Great movie.
Yeah, they obviously wanted one really tall and one really short. That's definitely what the goal was. Well, don't think the camera's coming back, so I guess we're just gonna have Frozen Trevor. You can throw me in. Sorry about that, guys, but that's what happens.
Cameras.
I literally think it overheated and just turned off.
No freaking way. Wow. We'll
Great
get the
timing. Anyway, we'll just it's fine. We're coming in the home stretch here. I'll let you take over, Paul. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Guys, well, unless you're going to give a shout out to the YouTube, which, by the way, sub to the YouTube, go to youtube.com, search May Contain Action. We'll get our own link soon. It's going to happen. I can feel it. Also, follow this Twitch if you are on it right now and watching live. If you're not, we may develop a link tree to make it even more frictionless for you to follow us on all platforms, just like Carter. Follow the Twitch. We do the live stream Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. What's that?
I already have one, by the way. It's in the bio.
Oh, God. Just look at this. This PM's producing the hell out of this podcast. Outstanding. But our next segment, really quick, just to kind of wrap things up, is who have you been watching lately? So who have you been watching lately? Or just somebody you want to give a shout out to? So Carter, I'll give you a chance to kind of think about maybe someone that you make content with or someone you've been enjoying, big, small, whatever, that you just want to give a shout out to. You like their stuff.
I want to give a shout out to the Cell Squad. That's the hat that I'm wearing right now. That's all of my friends. We got Chase Money, Trey, Raunchy, Ricky, Ken, and myself, and the community that comes with it. We love everyone that's involved. We've been helping other streamers or new streamers, pulling them up by the bootstraps and letting them know that they can do it and that it is possible. And we got a lot of new people like Cole that just he's doing really well. He just hosted the Cell Squad Awards on his Twitch channel, which was dope. One of the homies, Darren, just became an affiliate. Like, we got a lot of people that just, you know what I mean? Like, we bring everybody up. Like, we're not one of those people, one of those groups where it's all about us and all you see is us winning and you can't win. Like, we try to bring everybody in, man. Like, that's just how it is.
I love that. Very good. Awesome. Okay, you were on it. You knew exactly what you wanted to give. That's fantastic. I also love. Yeah, absolutely. I love that 2K is kind of fostering that community. That's amazing.
Yeah, and you want to know what's so great about the Cell Squad? Like I tell you how, like, I play so many different games. Yeah. All of the people that follow us, our community, they don't just think about 2K. Like, we literally play MMOs, PC games, literal like party games. We play everything. Like, literally, like the Chase Money has the GMG podcast, which is Grown Man Gaming, and they literally talk about all games, all consoles, all platforms, all the time. You know what I mean? And it's also about like the news and information, like how IGN is putting out articles. They talk about that as well. So like the game, we just play games. Like, that's what we like. We like to play games. And everybody has like that one diehard game that we play. Mine's is Apex, and you know, somebody else's might be Persona. Another person might play MLB. Another person might play freaking, what is that game called? He's playing Call of Duty right now, Ricky. So we all have one game that we really love, and then we all just come around and together in other games as well.
Hell yeah. That is, oh my gosh, that's something that like is very hard to build. Not to get on a different topic altogether, but hard to build a group friends that can play together, stream together, make content together, and you essentially help each other grow. You grow together, which is amazing. We're gonna love that. I feel like I kind of have that with Trevor a little bit, even though
we're a family
and he's gonna leave me. That's very good. Congratulations to the Mets. So my shout out today is a buddy of mine, a friend of mine. Her name is Caliverse. Caliverse has been streaming for quite a long time. We've been kind of linking up and playing games recently. We played Tarkov. She's new to Tarkov and that whole scene, everything like that. So it's been great having her on. You can check her out, twitch.tv/Caliverse. She has several dogs. Pop into the stream every now and then. So if you're big into animals, everyone coming in asking for like, where's your cat? I don't have one. Bye. What, like, if you just want to, do you have a dog? Yeah. All right, I'll hang out for a minute. Like, you can come chill. You can watch Callie stream. She plays Apex. She plays now Tarkov. So she's kind of getting into these things. We'll be playing actually with Trevor, playing the new COD Warzone. Do Black Ops Warzone soon. So check her out. Twitch.tv/Caliverse, CALIVERSE. And you can follow her on Twitter at XCali GRRLX. So really killing the branding. Across the board there.
Cali girl, yeah. Get it, like California. I get it.
Lives in Carolina. It's a big fraud. Who's your pick? Trev, who you got?
I'm gonna shout out to a member of Team Mayday. His name is Thuni. It's like a bunch of U's. I'm sure Tooth. To be honest, I have to count them every time. I believe it is 4 U's. THUUUUNY. He actually during the quarantine, he's a huge Twins fan, but he plays a lot of MLB The Show. That is his main game, so it's a lot of playing like Diamond Dynasty and creating players and things like that. But actually during quarantine, when there was no season, he was commentating. Basically, he was watching like playing through the season and like commentating over the games as if the season were actually happening. But he was like simming the season with the Twins. And of course, we ended up winning the World Series, and I had a very key hold there in the Game 7. So, it all worked out really well. I'm pretty sure that's how it happens every time you sim. It would be really, really discouraging if you not playing the season made you not win the World Series. But that's where I discovered him. He has a podcast himself. I don't want to check it out, but he's really consistent. Early in the morning, plays a lot of huge baseball fan, loves talking baseball. So if you're into baseball and that's kind of your game, he is a great guy to hang out with. And he's part of the stream team, trying to give some love over to the people out here grinding. They've been doing a lot, and I'm so excited for 2021 because we have a lot of really, really cool stuff planned for them moving forward. So what I got? What do you got?
Good pick.
Oh, you already picked Cali. So yeah, you stole Cali. I was actually thinking about doing Cali too, but you beat me to it. She's awesome.
Good suck. Well, actually, it's a good point. You talking about stuff you have planned. Trevor, you actually have this. I'm going to steal your whole section. I'm so sorry.
Go for it.
All right, good. Carter, we want to know what you have planned in as much as you're willing to tell us, because I feel like you've planned out 4 years in advance already. But what anything that you're excited about that you have coming up, that you have planned, merch, streams, events, whatever?
I mean, the first thing for sure is definitely the mayoral prospect of things for 2K. That's something that's really, really huge. As far as contracts and business go, really can't talk too much about that if they haven't signed a dotted line, of course. Ooh. But for me, it's just building my schedule the right way and making sure that I can balance all 4 to 5 platforms that I'm on and keep producing great content. You know what I mean? Like with me, I don't like to get sold, but I do most of the selling. So I can say that I love playing with a lot of the viewers in my Discord, and we build a very, very good rapport to the point where like helping people get out of credit debt and helping them with their financial futures, hearing about people buying their first homes, getting into 401ks, the investments and stuff like that. Like that's what energizes me, because that shows that I'm building a community where it's not just about memes and gifts. It's about actually a brotherhood, sisterhood, family of just people that come together and say, hey, I'm going through a troubling time. And, people actually respond to that person positively and give them their best wishes and well wishes and stuff like that. That's what we're building. Also, we have the troll moments where, somebody might get banned for a day, you know what I mean? And it's all fun and games, and nobody has like that, oh man, their butt hurt, because they know they're going to be right back. You know what I mean? It's not one of those things like we going to ban you forever unless you do something wild. But it's a family, you know what I mean? Like, and I love it, so that's what I always look forward to, building a family with my online community, because I'm very family oriented. So when I'm offline, they give me my time. They don't be like, yo, Pi, like you should be streaming right now, where you at? They know that if I'm offline, I'm doing important things as a father and a husband. So that's the main thing.
I love the community that you built. That is such a strong reason to continue streaming, period. That's very honorable, man. You've been an awesome guest, dude. Really.
Oh, thank you. I mean, yeah, listen, from the first time that we met back at E3 and stuff like that, You know, I know I was like one of the goofy people, you know what I mean? Just laughing the whole time, having a hell of a time. That's like how I am. Like every day I'm laughing, I'm giggling, you know what I mean? I'm very, very funny. Me and my wife, like we throw jokes at each other all day long. And, you know, I try to bring that same type of vibe to people online because, you know, a lot of people go through a lot of things and, you know, before they know it, they're down and out, they're on their last, and they need somebody to reach out to them and say, hey, everything cool with you? Haven't seen you around in a couple of days. Just making sure you're right. You know, this ain't to people like your top donor or whatever the case may be. It's to the people that are there, that are in the chats, that are active. You know, we reach out to people all the time. We want to see how our people are doing. And I know that you said it makes your brain go crazy thinking about all those people and all the platforms I'm on, but that's just how it is. You know, like I can see that Ladarius is on Twitch or Young Win is on Twitch and what their name will be on Facebook. It's just how it is now. You know what I mean? Because we created that rapport with each other.
You know, that's so good, dude. That's so good. Well, before we go, we do want to give a shout out to a listener / reviewer. If you are listening on any type of the podcast platforms, be sure to leave a review. Let us know what you think of this episode. Let us know what you think of the whole thing. If you can leave a comment, please do. This particular comment this week is from Jacob Hill, who said, one of the best pods to date. Keep it up, fellas. Bang. That's it. Short and sweet. It's
Straight
good.
up.
Love
like, yo, I like this.
I liked it. Just let
go.
know. You don't have to write a paragraph. You don't let us. If you want to, you can, but you can just do that. It's fantastic. Well, everyone, this has been the May Contain Action podcast. Again, you can listen to all major carriers, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. Watch the VOD on YouTube. Again, 5-star ratings and leave a review where you can. Also, go follow at May Contain Pod on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at May Contain Pod. Lastly, I know you got a lot, Carter, but before we go, do you want to just give us everything where people can find you or just your link tree?
Go head over to iPodKingCarter.com. If you are into live streaming, I stream on Facebook Gaming, I stream on Twitch, I stream on Caffeine, and I also make YouTube videos surrounding NBA 2K content. So if you like watching content, come over to YouTube, check me out. I'm also on social media. If there's not a verified check, that's not me. So if you see an account that's not verified and it's on that platform, just ping it to me and we'll get it banned. All right. Thanks.
Boom.
Hell yeah. Actual jack of all trades on the pod here today.
Seriously, though, that link tree is phenomenal. Like, if you're like, yo, what was he saying? It doesn't matter. Go to Linktree. It's there.
iPodKingCarter.com. That's it.
iPod.com.
iPod.com. Go there too. Get yourself a new pair of AirPod Max. I'm kidding.
It's somewhere where a 75-year-old woman's trying to buy an iPod. She's like, iPod.com.
Hey guys, thanks for watching on YouTube. And again, thank you, Carter, for being on the pod, dude. Seriously.
Thanks, brother. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you for having me.